But the next one, we have a very interesting speaker, which is Mr. William Rodney Yeo, who is the founder and managing director of Airestec Group of Companies, with a focus of we care for your health, asset, and the environment. So as a founder, I believe he has a lot to share why he's pioneering multi-enzymatic technology. Is a very important technology for us because not only is talking about bio, green, eco, halal, and nano, but he's talking about sustainable living and how to replace a lot of our technology to something which is more greener than what we are taking. Yeah. So I would like to pass over to Mr. William Rodney, all yours for your sharing on your Airestec technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Noor. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, wherever you are. The talk today is Saving the Planet Earth with Multi-Enzyme Technology. All right, we are a life and environmental sciences company, empowering nation through sustainable living. As a life and environmental sciences company, we always consider the impact of our business activities to health and environment. As mentioned, our products present no threat to nature. It is readily biodegradable, pH 6 to 8, and complies with heavy metal discharge. Now, our mission is to provide products and services via a holistic approach for sustainability, future developments to improve health, quality of life, prevent asset damage, and protecting the environment. Now, we aim to become the benchmark in human wellness and healthy buildings. And our vision is to become the global leader of bio, green, eco, halal, and nano solutions of choice for decontamination and treatment through excellence in products, technology, and services. Now, I would like to start off with discussing a little bit about biofilms. Now, many people are not familiar with biofilms. They thought that biofilms is a jelly-like substance where you can just clean it and then it goes away. But actually, biofilms are recognized to be a very critical and hard to remove contamination source, and is part of our daily lives. The presence of biofilm results in a number of dangers for human health or industrial activities such as hygiene and food safety, nosocomial diseases in hospitals, clogging and contaminations in water system, including pipes and corrosion. They keep on proliferating, detaching themselves, and continue to cause devastation throughout their journey. It inflicts industries to serious public health issues. Now, biofilms are food source for bacteria, fungal, and mold, and can proliferate and can be very detrimental to human health and causes equipment and substrate damage and design failure in almost of our environments. Now, this is a slide that tells us about two forms of biofilms. One is a wet biofilm and the other one is a dry biofilm. Now, when wet biofilms are concerned, they are mainly found in air conditioning systems or in moist areas where humidity actually is very high. And the other biofilm, which is a dry biofilm, is growing in cold countries and also with countries that has got very low humidity, and then it can lead to spores flying and dispense into the human habitat. Now, this slide here tells you about our proprietary nano BNED, which is 7.8 nanometer, and able to easily penetrate deep into tiny cracks and crevices of the air conditioning systems or any porous substrates to digest biofilms, which are mainly the bacteria, fungi, and mold, and eliminate offensive smell and easily flush out contaminations. Now, Airestec multi-enzyme products complies with environmental discharge levels for arsenic, cadmium, and so on. And heavy metals are toxic to human, eco, aqua, agri environments. Biofilms are a natural part of the ecology of the earth. They are colonies of microbes, example bacteria, that grow on surfaces in moist substrates, held together by a slimy substance secreted by the microbes. Biofilms cost the world literally billions of dollars every year in air conditioning system, leading to energy losses, equipment damage, product contamination, and medical infections. As you can see here, these are our enzyme-based products, which we will be talking to you a little bit later. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the enzymes present no threat to nature, as they are swiftly biodegradable and causes no harm to substrates or the environment. And the breakdown of your food. Just to give you an example, in our mouth and in our stomachs, we've got enzymes. That's how we digest our food, so that we can consume more of the products or the nutrients that we have. Now, this is a slight interaction just to show you a single enzyme and what they call it, a multi-enzyme. Now, when we talk about single enzyme, many of them in the household would say, I've got an orange peel, which can make enzymes. So that's good, that's true. But in the real life scenario, there are so many of those biofilms that has got different forms of fats, oil and grease, carbohydrates, and protein. So that's where we came up with our multi-enzyme, which actually, when we apply it onto the substrates, it will work according to what it is supposed to do. Now, this is a slide that actually show you how our product works. As you can see here, this is our enzymes, the nano enzymes, and this is where the biofilms are, which is actually encapsulating the bacteria, fungi, and mold within as a food source. So what happened is that when we apply our nano enzymes on, it actually breaks the bonds. Okay, so when it breaks the bonds, the next phase of it is that it can be released easily. Whereas if you were to use chemicals or other detergents, you might not remove the biofilms totally. Yeah, and the important thing is after releasing the biofilms, you can see that there's no damage to substrates. So it could be aluminum, it could be metal, it could be walls, or even your marbles, your very expensive marbles. It does not damage the substrates. Now we're talking about MOD, the molecular organic dust. Now it can cause a lot of problem, and then it's also our responsibility for the community as well as the corporate to ensure the financial part of it, the risk management, the asset management, politically significant, and then environmentally responsible company or person, then employer of choice, risk reduction, well-being of your health, and of course health. Yeah. Now our strength. Is that we are the product owner and manufacturer with an ISO 14015 certification. Our products are multi-enzyme technology. We are a pioneer in this product since 1990, and we have got continuous R&D for human health. And this is being done in Australia as well as in Malaysia. So we can customize products and stringent SOP. Our products are bio, green, eco, nano, and readily biodegradable. Our products are also food grade, non-GM, and halal certified enzymes. It's sustainable and green building contributor, and we produce comprehensive reports and recommendations to customers, customized products, and we comply to heavy metal discharge again here. Now, this is actually what they call a process of what we do. If, just say, for example, if somebody wants to have our formulation or asking us to do a formulation, we run a very stringent testing to provide customized formulations for our customers according to their needs and requirements. So these are the processes that we will go through until the final product has been established. Now, our value proposition is we are more concerned about human health and quality of life, and contribute to UN SDG and ESG guidelines. We prevent asset damage and higher capex usage, and we maintain efficiency and energy usage. We improve IAQ and OSHA compliance, which means that the persons that is doing the work or the persons that is in the occupants can be safe, right? And we're safe, sustainable, and affordable. We improve hygiene and food safety standards. Now, reduce operating costs and better profits, and JIT production and zero waste. And last but not least, we protect the water table and complement the environment. This is our lab and production plant. We have got our labs in Australia as well as Malaysia, and we complement science, technology, and innovation with multi-enzyme technology for decontamination and treatment. Now, Airestec multi-enzymes are produced with stringent SOP and adhering to international and local standards. It complements the planet in most ways, such as enhancing human health, improve quality of life, prevent asset damage, reduce energy, removing contaminations to prevent infestation that can cause food and product contamination, and many more, depending on the target areas. It actually complements the entire chain from one end to the other. Most importantly, it protects the water table and complements the environment. We develop and manufacture these specialty multi-enzyme products in both small and large quantities for various applications, such as food and beverage, chemical processing, life sciences, waste management, and in-depth cleaning. We practice sustainable or green manufacturing and just-in-time production, where we only produce the products according to the need, quantity at a time, with zero or almost zero waste. This is to optimize our usage of resources and avoid any wastage due to shelf life expiry. Now, our enzymes is applicable, as you can see in this slide, to these scenarios and many, many more. It doesn't stop here. But what is up here is the only thing that I can put in, because there's no more space for me to actually put in even more. So we do use these enzymes to clean surgical instruments, and we also make products for forensics, where if there's a murder in a house or in a building, I mean, our enzymes can be used to clean up the blood. All right, on this slide here, we just wanted to show you that our products are very, very safe. So what we did was we went to CTRM, Aero Composites. Now, CTRM is a company or a entity that actually do research on substrates. So as you know, the aircraft is practically made of aluminum actually. So what we did was we used these aluminum substrates to send it to them to do an evaluation. And they used the ASTM C694-90A, an experiment 2 in-house method was applied for this testing, and our water-based BMED solution, which has not caused any chemical reaction to the substrates, as you can see in the middle here. Whereas when they use the other products, which is alkaline or maybe acidic products, oxidization takes place, and then the weight loss is there. So ours was zero weight loss actually. So with the outbreaks of the coronavirus and other epidemic diseases, microbial contamination has become a significant focus in both HVAC, different groups of people, and why? Now, due to our capability as R&D, we have incorporated a product with active ingredients approved by the relevant US bodies to retard coronavirus. Now, decontamination and treatment should be the highest priority as a new normal. It is manufactured according to the guidelines and recommendations by the Center for Disease Control and World Health Organization. What we are saying is that when your immune system is compromised, other forces such as viruses, including COVID-19, can attack you. We are waiting for the certified efficacy results from the relevant bodies before we roll out the product, which should be in another 2 to 3 months' time. Now, our BMSD or our product works in a combine of 2 phases, effect of the main ingredients. Most of the disinfectants in the market focus on one single point attack, which may effectively inactivate germs in a short period. However, some biocides results in evolution of resistant germ strains and become increasingly ineffective over time. So these are some of the people that we are working with, the University of Pahang, and then we have got New South Wales in Australia, and Melbourne, and UTM, and Nottingham University. These are some of our qualification and memberships. So we are accredited by MOST, Green Tech, and Qatar. And for our memberships, we are a member of the Green RE or Green RE, Green Building, what they call it, Index, and with the Green Building Council of Australia. And we are also a member of the ASHRAE and MGBC in Malaysia. Now, the awards that we have got was, the latest award that we had was the ASEAN Business Award, which actually was last year, November, and we got the certifications in January this year. So this is some of our accreditations and our third-party verifications. So we work very closely with ChemWatch, ALS Laboratory, Akuman, CRIM, and CTRM. So we, as I said earlier, we are an ISO 14001 2015 certified, and we are also a certified eco-label product. And of course, we are a green My Hijau mark and or green mark, and we are a BioNexus status company, which and our products are also BioNexus product as well. Now, this is my last slide. So it's important for the second or third world countries to adopt a sustainability plan as early as today to prevent what the first world countries have neglected and finding difficulties in trying to reverse the past. As what Dr. Noor had mentioned 3 days ago on the 5 Ps, which is product, process, people, planet, and prosperity. Our world is depleting. We cannot change or turn back the clock, but we can start now from further deterioration. For those who have not polluted the earth yet, we implore on you to start protecting it now, before it is too late. Learn from the mistakes of others. We offer partnerships to governments, building owners, developers, consultants, facilities directors, and service contractors to spearhead the transformational strategies, innovative approaches for achieving financial sustainability and delivering greater value through operational excellence into bio-green, eco, halal, and nano technology. By changing the mindset of existing players to be more sustainable and in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and environmental social governance ratings. We are dedicated to the use of our unique innovative technology to contribute to the culture, benefits, and welfare of people throughout the world. Thank you, Dr. Noor. This is the end of my presentation.
Wow, William, thank you very much for an impressive, short but sexy, I will call it. Because, it's interesting that you have been here since 2002.
Yes.
And that you have done a lot of research and to prove that whatever that you're doing on this level of R&D is to give back to the community. I think that is what we want. We want the R&D to be discovered, to be explored in a manner that we all know what is wrong if we don't do it. Yeah. So
Yep.
you have this is the era where R&D comes in and to showcase. Why I'm glad that you mentioned about the word 5P, because all this while we have been working on the concept of 3P: product, process, profit. Now, when people are dying and people are looking at the fire, why is it that things go wrong when technology is still moving very fast? And why is it that we're not getting the quality of life? There's always an element of when we are not concerned about the community or the planet, there is this crossback, we call that, yeah? A crossback to where it will give you all the elements of learning that nothing is good unless you know that you are living in an environment where community need to be protected. My question here is, since you have already done so much work since 2002, and you have seen the transformation of Malaysia roadmap, yeah, in terms of bringing R&D into the era of industrialization, do you think whatever that you have come forward in bringing the bridges between Australia and Malaysia, there has been a transformation in this era between Malaysia and Australia?
Yes, it is slowly but surely, but it takes time. I mean, it's slow. It's very slow for Malaysians to actually pick up things like that, because I do not know whether it's due to selfishness or are not interested to understand or don't want to know about things like this. But
Yeah.
I'm sure that it is getting better now, because like being 20 years here, I mean, we feel that the last 3-4 years people are actually understanding it, because their quality of life has improved, and so they really understand and they care for their health. Yeah.
Yeah, we understand that the fact that there are many products out there that are declaring themselves to be green. Yeah, so this is where we want to ensure that what is the level of green that they are bringing in or embedding it into their process, that the community can understand clearly the values. I think for you have clarified very well from this second presentation that the value is to give back the air quality, and we are all within the frame of indoor, and we think that living indoor is safe. And here you have indicated the value of improving the indoor air quality. So this is the message about what it takes to be green. It's not just having a green product, but to improve the quality of life. So how do you think, or what have you, what kind of data have you collected that indicate that the quality of air has improved and that people are getting less sick? Is there an indication of your sustainability report?
Yes, we do. You see, we have work. What we do is, when we do the work, or we clean the air conditioning system, or we clean their houses or their offices for fungal and mold and bacteria, we normally take swab samplings, and we also take pictures of where the fungal and mold is growing. And we take swab samplings, we send it to the lab, the accredited lab, and then we come up with a report to show how much bacteria, fungal, and mold there was before and after. We take another swab, and to show that it's 99.99% removed. So that's how we prove to our customers that not just by talking to say that look, I'm a green I'm a green navigator person, and I can do this for you. I can eradicate 99.99% without showing the customers anything. So for us, we always have got documentations to show our customers what we have done for them.
Interesting. So basically, this is my awareness. Giving people awareness is very important regarding. Yeah. So how do you like to work with community like polytechnics, universities, and other NGOs? Yeah, where they're all now going towards sustainability, but they probably do not know the concept of sustainability with respect towards industrialized products. And you have championed and bring a lot of awards and indicating what it takes to remain into the sustainability R&D, but in the meantime, showing the value, what needs to be focused, yeah, and giving them the mindset about what is value. So are you going all out for your roadshow so that more and more universities and polytechnics understood what is R&D and sustainability?
Yes, we are doing a lot of road shows, especially last year before the pandemic. And as a matter of fact, we were in Japan during January, and we were lucky we came back in time before the lockdown happens. So we couldn't do anything this year except as to do more Zoom presentations or webinars. And we have been reaching out to many of them, and we are working with some universities. I wouldn't say working, but we have been working with some universities, but we are talking to more universities to see how we can explore, opportunities and how we can go about it.
Especially on the job opportunity, right? When they are looking for jobs. And, my concept of unemployment is when they get into a project. When they get into a project, they shouldn't be unemployed. So the way I see it, you have got a very good product that can go into projects, be it in whichever community, in the urban, in the city, in the kampong, and so on. Yeah? Because that role of giving the message across to community that are so naive or very much not understanding quality of air or air quality. So this is where the graduates should go back and share things that they probably do not know. And with the fact they know more than what the local people can learn, there has to be a bridge about what they should transfer back to their families and friends about air quality, because a lot of the time people just buy things just for the sake of buying, not just because of they want to improve their life.
I would like to share a little bit, Dr. No, about Australia. Now, that was about maybe 15 to 17 years back or 20 years back, where the government actually helps a lot with TV, advertising, newspapers, education in schools, universities. And just to give you an example, like throwing rubbish on the floor. This is just an example. And a friend of mine, he forgot, not that he forgot, he accidentally dropped a piece of paper and he was just walking and his son was behind him. And you know what the son said? Dad, do the right thing. Because Australia, this phrase, do the right thing, is actually being, sounded out throughout Australia and practically every day. And these children are actually starting to understand how to, to prepare themselves for a better environment. I think these are things that we, Malaysia, should actually do from the schools, the universities, even in businesses, in companies or whatever it is, just to tell them about, what sustainability is and what health and indoor air quality is. I think this should be there, because for us alone by ourselves to go and champion this is going to be a little difficult. But if the government or the NGOs or the agencies were to take this up and actually do it, I think that would actually help Malaysia in abundance.
William, you are a very seasoned player. You are an industrialist. You understand why you go into this business. Ethics is one thing that people probably forgot to incorporate in their standard operating procedure, right? Because a lot of the time, they think ethics is separated from the working culture, yeah? But working culture is sometimes not practicing the good ethics. So this is where the embracement of bringing good ethics into the working culture, in our daily practices, come to a different form of reminder. Why should we be reminded to be doing good ethics? So this is the understanding that when we want to become sustainable, we have to already have those ethics. Now we are bringing back the learning of ethics so that people be reminded that if you don't do it, you will get into trouble somehow or somewhere later. Right. So I think this ethics, education in ethics and ethics in education, it's not just within the concept of education, it is in the concept of our livelihood, our way of life, and so on. Here we have the slogan, Sampah Menyampah, all the slogan to get rid in terms of, bad habits. So I think your do the right thing is also another slogan about how we should remind each other about where things just go wrong, right? Waste management, and as you call it waste, or we call it resource management, asset management, is about repurposing our whatever extra that we have, be it the reusable item or build item that are recyclable. All these things is respect of good ethics. The circular economy will comes in.
Yes, I think the important thing is actually to teach our younger people, and teaching them is only one thing, but we should not be doing the wrong thing, because the future is to your children and to your grandchildren. So if they don't take care of the environment today, their children will suffer. Anyway.
Yeah, William, I'm very happy to meet you here virtually. I'm very honored, and I like the feedback that you gave me and the sharing that you have between the two countries, Australia and Malaysia. We hope we can learn each other. That's always the good of Australia and the good of Malaysia, that we like to share each other, yeah? So I thank you for your time here today. I hope you can stay on, because we have abundance of new things that we can learn from each other and see how Malaysia progress in the field of sustainability.
All right. Thank you, Dr. No, and stay safe, everyone.
Stay
Bye.
safe. Yeah, bye.